Good morning.
What's an appropriate time to appear?
We're going live, by the way, so just so you know.
We're
That
oh hang on, I'll just get ready to
that
mute it. We're playing Guess the Plane.
Playing Guess the Plane.
I was going to say Dakota.
Nah. Well, that's
Based
it's
on
got a
the-
different name.
Based on the way the engines look.
Okay, so that was the engine.
Yes. Actually, Anson, possibly.
I don't think it's got enough glazing down the side to be an Anson. Because that's what I thought. Because I thought it looks like the Anson engine I rebuilt at Duxford.
But farmers, Ansons, there's so many different versions of Ansons. Some have windows and some don't.
That's true.
Okay, yeah. I don't want to give it away too quickly.
Option would be.
What have we got?
Wellington.
Hang on.
Because that looks like the window for the Lee light.
Okay.
Hudson.
Right, it's definitely not an Anson.
Well, I just realised I just gave it away for anyone who doesn't know about planes. Down in the bottom corner.
Oh, does it? I haven't got you pinned. Hang on. Let me.
Can't actually read it, but
there you go.
Oh, it's a Hudson.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Because I think they fitted Lee lights to Hudsons as well, didn't they? Because they've got a Lee light. They've got a Lee light at Hendon, and it's not in a Wellington.
Right. Well, no, because they fit them. I have to say that the shade of interior green is particularly repulsive.
Yes. I just thought you guys were going to get
this. Chromatic green that the Americans primed everything with because it's a bit bright.
Yes, I thought you'd go kick out of this one. Whoops, that's not very exciting for you. It's a plane taking off. Look, you ever seen a plane take off before?
It's a modern airliner. They're boring.
Yeah, do you know, I said, if you're showing us civilian airliners, I won't have a clue because they all look the bloody same to me.
Yeah. Look, I can tell 737s from A320 series as long as you're looking at them flying from underneath.
Yeah.
No, it's fair enough.
So the
737s don't have covers over the wheels. The A320s do.
Yeah, and had you shown me that, I'd have gone, oh, that's a Hudson.
Yeah, I know. Well, it's not going to make it easy at start. Come on, you gotta make it interesting. Yeah, I don't think I've got a full picture. I think that's the best you're going to get.
It's a particularly repellent shade of green.
This is where I fire up Lightroom and find my photograph of whatever the Lee light is at Hendon.
Paul, do you let your ducks fly?
They can only fly a matter of a few feet anyway.
Right. They're a bit too heavy.
Yeah, they're not the flying kind.
No.
They're more like plummet gracefully.
Yes, you have a whole I was going to say fleet. Right word.
You mean they
Squadron.
hang in the air in exactly the same way that bricks don't?
Yes.
Yeah, we had a whole load of chickens like that.
Yeah, chickens
they
don't
can't get
fly.
very high off the ground. They can glide quite a distance, but that's it.
They can fly over short fences.
Short fences, yes. High ones, no. They're very easily contained.
You're reminding me of a movie I took my daughter to see when she was little.
Chicken. What's it called?
Chicken Run.
Chicken Run.
Chicken Run. Yeah.
Chicken
There's a
Run.
sequel coming out.
Yeah. Well, the day after I took her to the cinema to see it, she broke out in the spots of chicken pox.
It was appropriate after seeing Chicken Run.
Yeah, I got blamed for. She blamed me for that for years.
Well, that was obviously the movie.
Because when you're 3 years, when you're 5 years old, you associate going to a movie and getting chicken pox when the movie's called Chicken Run.
Funny thing
Yeah,
is that she probably did catch it there, and I don't know what the incubation is for. There's now a whole lot
About
of
2
other
weeks,
kids.
I believe.
Yeah, so that's a shame because it would be funny if there's a whole lot of other kids with the same story. Oh yeah, I went to see chicken pox and chicken run and I got chicken pox. At least she didn't walk out of the film. When I took my kids to see Babe. The people walked out of the film saying, you know, how could they show this film? It's terrible. It's horrible. These pigs getting slaughtered. We actually eat pig. It was like
that's why we raise pigs. We don't raise them to be bloody pets.
it's a story about a farm. What do you think you do on a farm? I'm sure they
My dad
complained.
used to keep pigs. I knew exactly what they were for.
They probably complained about Charlotte's Web as well. So
Oh, I had to read that at school.
a lot of people get weepy over Charlotte's Web.
They played Watership Down. I think it was only a year or two after it'd been released. They played it as a Christmas treat at our school. I got in trouble for cheering at the end.
Watership Down.
Yeah, but the hero died. It's like,
Yeah,
well, that makes
that's
a
right.
change.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I looked around, and there were only 2 dry eyes in the house, and they were mine. Everyone said, oh, and I'm like, hey, the hero died. That makes a change. Oh, shit.
It's quite a brutal, drastic, dark film that. And the film wasn't as dark as the book.
Yeah, exactly. But that's my point. Every film you see, you know, it's classic James Bond. Oh, James Bond is in peril. That's okay. He can't die because he won't.
Yeah, that's right. You don't need to worry about that.
What happens to him, you know he's going to survive.
I'd like to see him die just for the movie guys just to muck around with some people. We'll kill up James Bond.
But it's been like that for years. The hero of the film, it doesn't matter how much peril he's in, you know he or she, they're going to survive.
I think that's why Game of Thrones was so popular. Was that people just died left, right, and centre.
We had a TV series over here that really kicked it off, and it was called Spooks, and it was all about British intelligence officers.
Yeah.
And they had very, very popular characters who suddenly got killed off, and everybody was like, "You can't do that." Yeah, we can. This is way before Game of Thrones, and this is way before poor old Sean Bean, who just about everything he appears in, he gets killed except Sharp, because obviously he survives. But everything Sean Bean's in, you think, hello, when's he going to die then? When's he getting bumped off?
Oh,
because he always does.
Oh yeah, Sean Bean's going to be in Lord of the Rings. Oh, what character is he playing? Boromir.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I like Rogue One out of the Star Wars series. That's one of my favourite, because they all die at the end.
And you know that many boffins, many whatever they were, boffins or whatever, died bringing us this information. So you already know from years ago that if you're doing that story, they're going to die.
Yeah.
But if you go back to the 70s and the 80s, possibly even the 90s as well, it just wasn't a thing. There was always a happy fucking ending.
Yeah.
And as a kid, I was sick of it. It was like, oh, come on. So when I saw the hero of Watership Down die, it was like, yeah. Crying.
As my daughter,
I've got a funny feeling by that stage that might have been after Empire Strikes Back, which is still the best Star Wars thing ever.
My daughter did creative writing at university. That's what she was doing, as well as other things. And she gets real annoyed because she says, it's the emotional payoff. You know, we have this, someone supposedly die and then they somehow come back. And she says, you've put these people through this emotional torment, and then you say, oh no, it's okay, they're not dead. So like you're really ripping them off. Just the way she sees it.
You do a Dallas on them. It's okay. It was all a dream. Oh, fuck off.
Yes. So she really gets annoyed if the hero doesn't die. That's why I hated the last Batman film when you see Botsy and Catwoman at the end of whatever. What was that last one? It wasn't Batman Returns, whatever it was. And it was sort of like, Yeah, he does this whole heroic, flies off with the bomb and gets blown up and blah blah blah, and supposedly the end of the Batman. And all they could have done is not actually show them, just have him the uh, have a nod to someone, and you don't know, was he nodding to a real person or was he just nodding to the situation? But let's show them actually alive and well in Paris.
Yeah, ruins the whole thing.
Yeah, didn't sacrifice himself at all. He perfectly fine. Hey, should we do some better stuff in a sec?
Oh, look, the Mark III Hudson at the RAF Museum Hendon, an Australian one.
It's a while
Yes.
since I've been there. Yeah.
Hey, does it have? It has an undercarriage, doesn't it? I got in trouble for referring to an undercarriage. At the bottom of the plane.
Yeah,
The
and
undercarriage
it's got a
is what
lee
it
light
lands
as
on.
well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look,
that's
what a brilliant invention before they really sorted radar out on aircraft. Let's go U-boat hunting with a dirty, great big spotlight.
well. You never know.
It was quite effective because if you read the accounts from various U-boat crewmen, there they are chugging along on the surface, all of a light. So all of a sudden, somebody switches a spotlight on you, like, the fuck is that?
Yeah. Do you want to know something funny?
Yeah.
They had exactly the same thing in the Nimrod.
He still had it in the
A
Nimrod.
dirty great spotlight for illuminating the target just for a visual identification. A friend of mine said it was quite funny the night they did a boat in the middle of the Mediterranean, like about as middle of the Mediterranean as you could get.
Yeah.
To find to illuminate the couple on the top deck. Yeah, exactly.
Oh. That'd have been do you mind? I'm busy here. You dirty bastards. Turn the spotlight off.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
People.
I do say the secret to
When
comedy is time. Turn the light on now.
when
Oh,
they're
look what those two are doing. Yay.
Yes, and Nimrod's not very loud when it's cruising around on one engine.
Mm.
No. Had to be,
At
that
200
taken them
feet.
by surprise.
Well, upset you.
Yeah,
I remember when drones first came out, and there's a few people caught on tops of roofs with drones.
Yeah.
We're looking at science gadgets and toys. This would keep me amused for 10 seconds. This one, maybe 2 minutes. Let's be generous.
You didn't know you're supposed to put wine in there.
That'd make it more interesting.
Just make it much more interesting. Here's a glass. I'll put some wine in it. Oh, thank you very much.
Let's stir it up.
What? It's anti-gravity?
There you go. Why is that not falling down?
Oh, Dell would have a field day with this one.
Let's get Flatsoid to explain that.
Yeah.
Christ almighty. I listened to some of that last night. I just couldn't.
I was thinking about whether, but because I played too much FTFE lately, I think, so I decided not to do that one.
Yeah, good. Because you said a whole heap of dumb shit lately too.
Yeah. So, well, this is just a spinning pattern. That's a bit boring. I mean, pretty, but not paying for that one. Anything else exciting? Anything good?
Much better
Okay,
than
what's
you
going to
do.
happen? What's going to happen? Okay. Predict what'll happen. Paul will know what'll happen, I'm sure.
What is it?
Thermochromatic safety stick.
safety.
It's a what?
Presumably eventually.
Thermochromatic. Oh, thermochromic safety sticker. I think I worked out what's going to happen.
Yeah, I reckon.
Designed to
I
change
reckon that
colour
yellow
with
spot's
magic.
going to have a funny effect in a minute.
It'll change colour from one side. Oop. Hot.
Yeah.
There you go. Well, that's not a toy.
No. If that's their idea of a toy, they had a strange childhood.
Yes. It's not even
Yeah,
printed in the
we
middle.
saw it. It says hot. Yeah.
It's not even printed in the middle. That would drive me mental. It's printed off to the side. Okay. It's just a Infinica. Yeah, okay. Next. Not buying any of these. Infinity Mirror, same thing. I did want one of these, but not like this. I wanted one with the proper tubes. You know,
Yeah.
sticking up with the
That
big
looks like
tubes.
proper tubes.
Well, they are, but they're not like the one on the side there. This one. That looks cool. This doesn't look so cool.
Oh yeah, you want V1, not V2.
Yeah. That's a fail, that one. Another fail. Magnetic balls. Okay. I think I've got some of those somewhere. Yeah, I know what you're laughing at. That's probably, yeah, exciting. These guys are not making money out of this.
Oh, hyperboloid. Lindsay would love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. This is how it works.
He'd incorporate that into his flat Earth model for sure.
I like how it's called a hypno
I
gig.
guarantee you, if you send him a link to it, it'd be in one of his shows coming up.
Yeah, oh, we should do that.
Yeah,
So test it out.
he'd find some way to incorporate that into his model. Absolutely.
Particularly if you didn't tell him you were a Glober, sending it to him saying, "Oh, we saw this and we thought this might be a bit like your stuff." Well, it's just a dog on a magnet. It's
Skydiving cow, dog, and pig. What about a bowl of petunias?
Yeah.
Oh no, not again.
Not again, yeah.
I think that's the only one I'd get is that one, because that's a flying pig, right? But the other ones don't really do much. Oh, hang on. Did we miss a quiz? Oh, that must have been a previous video they did.
What? They know there are solutions to my quizzes?
Apparently. Yeah, they're not saying what they are, though. Due to what charge sends styrofoam? Well, obviously, static electricity, static charge, I assume. Styro beads flying into. Styro the beads are covered with an. What sort of conductor?
Your static charge sends styrofoam beads flying this version of this.
I'm assuming this is to this is transfer charge from the environment to the plate.
Yeah.
But I couldn't work out what that one was.
A cliffhanger.
Yeah. But this is also an. So the change on it cannot flow for another minute. Nah, that's a bit boring. Okay. Oh, what have I got on my list of stuff to do? I do have a Lindsay. I do have a Leo. I got a couple of Leos.
This wouldn't be the Leo that Where's Wally's just covered, would it?
I don't know for certain, to be honest with it. I do have Where's Wally's one, though, to watch. Is this... Yeah, that looks like him. That's not the Where's Wally one, I don't think.
No,
Okay.
no, this is a different subject. But
This is a different one. So we can do the Where's Wally one. Okay. Let's go.
As if it wasn't bad enough for the City Glober theory, it just keeps getting worse and worse.
Do we have echoes and can you guys hear it? Because I got in trouble last time.
no, I can hear it.
You can hear it. I'm not getting
I can
any.
hear it.
Yeah.
I'm not getting any echo complaints at thing, so I think we're good. We could go.
And guess what? I love it. Now we got this U2 spy plane putting the boot into the globe Earth theory. We got this article here. The U2 Dragon Lady spy plane makes first flight with new avionics suite. Get a picture of the U2 here.
When was that taken?
Scroll down. First introduced in 1956, the U-2 was designed to fill a gap in providing reconnaissance of the Warsaw Pact territories that hadn't been properly photographed since the Luftwaffe went out of business. The idea was to go one step beyond using variants of high-altitude bombers and fighters by creating a bespoke aircraft working from forward bases in Britain and elsewhere that could fly long distances at an altitude of 70,000 feet. This would allow the U-2 to fly well above the operative ceiling of then current air defence systems.
Yeah.
That aspect went south
Gary Powers.
in May 1960, when a U-2 flown by Gary Powers was shot down by Soviet missiles.
Naughty guy.
But another feature of flying at such high altitude became the reason the U-2 is one of just a handful of aircraft to serve the US Air Force for over half a century. Now this is where we wave goodbye to any fantasists and of course the globe Earth theory. Once
Okay, predictions. What do you reckon he's going to say? I haven't watched this, so I don't know. So
He's going to tell us how much it has
to.
to drop each second to follow the curve.
To follow the supposed curvature, blah blah blah. Yeah.
okay.
and for all. Okay? By flying at such high altitudes, the U-2 is a quickly deployable plane that can see many thousands of miles into enemy territory, both photographically and electromagnetically, while remaining safe in international airspace. Did you see that?
Photographically and electromagnetically. Isn't that the same thing?
Well, apparently not.
Many
they're saying.
thousands of miles.
You have a prediction where it's going to go? I have a feeling it's going to be something to do that they're going to be it's what satellites actually are or something. Anyway, let's see.
Into enemy territory, both photographically and electromagnetically. Now that ties in with the last video I did, Brian, the SR-71 pilot, citing his observations from his high altitude spy plane. And of course it ties in with Jay Tolan's observations using infrared on normal passenger flights. But let's just see how far away the horizon would be from the U-2 spy plane using the globe mathematics. Bear with me. So I put my distance to the horizon. I'm at the distance to the horizon calculator. I put my observation height 70,000 feet, which is what the U-2 surface ceiling height is. I've calculated my distance to the horizon. And according to the globe mathematics, the horizon from 70,000 feet is 324 miles away. Well, we know that's nonsense anyway from Jay Tolan. We know that's nonsense anyway from Demonstrable Reality. We know that's nonsense anyway from the Purple Heart-wearing SR-71 legend Brian Shaw, who sadly passed away recently. And of course, we know that's nonsense as well, based on basically the photographic prowess that has just been cited to us of the U-2 able to see thousands of miles into enemy territory, when it could only really, if the globe Earth was true, see 324 miles into enemy territory, where the globe Earth horizon would start to obstruct the spy plane and what it could see.
Apart from a few other things that are wrong there, but doesn't it mean that they actually flew over the enemy territory? So they could fly thousands of miles into the territory for a start?
that was the point of the U2. Because
Yeah.
if you weren't going to fly over the territory, or I don't know, like the inter-German border, you didn't need a U2. You just needed a very big American camera with a huge focal length lens. And guess what sort of aircraft you actually mounted it in?
Canberra bomber.
No,
Go on.
Canberra PR3.
Ah, I got the first bit right.
Yeah, they weren't bombers when they were taking
It was
photographs.
Yeah, they weren't
But-
bombers.
They were if they dropped the camera.
They took the Bombay out.
Yeah.
Well, technically, they put the cameras in where the Bombay used to be.
That's it.
That's it.
You think he might be maybe getting confused with being able to see thousands of miles with being able to see thousands of square miles?
Yes, I think that probably too.
Yeah, because there's a big
Yeah.
difference there.
Yes.
I mean, a circle with a radius of 300 and something miles is a lot of square miles.
it is.
Yes.
It
Yeah.
is. So,
But then again, a circle with a radius of 300 odd miles being measured in square miles is going to confuse the shit out of flat earthers, right?
is it what?
Well,
That one, particularly on a
And
globe.
the irony,
Yes,
Good-
it is if they're a
the
Bevite.
irony, Adam keeps banging on about the U2. I can show you lots and lots of photographs taken by U2 pilots at 70 to 80,000 feet. And guess what they show?
Horizon and curve.
Yeah,
Curve.
exactly.
Because they're high enough to see it.
Yeah.
Some of my favourite photographs when they say, "Oh, show me a photograph of the Earth curving, not taken from space." Yeah, okay, this was taken by a U2 pilot at somewhere between 70 and 80,000 feet. Oh, look, the Earth curves because it's a fucking ball.
Yes. Anyway,
It
let's see what
obviously
it gets to.
doesn't because the globe's scientifically impossible. It obviously doesn't because demonstrable reality tells us that. It obviously doesn't because the Purple Heart wearing SR-71 legend told us that. And it obviously doesn't because this U-2 spy plane could see for thousands of miles into enemy territory when the globe Earth mathematics states it should only really be able to see about 300 odd miles. Dear oh dear oh dear, if you still believe in the globe Earth theory at this point in time, then you really need to address the biases that are actually retarding you.
Oh,
It's getting
Oh.
ridiculous, lads.
poor
Have a
little-
good one,
poor
everyone,
little
anyway.
guy.
God, poor
That
little
was
Leo.
sick.
Yeah. Well, that was a bit sad of him.
Yes.
I did have. Not typical though. Well, how many we got there? We've only got a couple. They've got 10 people out there. Do we have anyone that can guess Paul's clue? Here he is. Blue will be able to guess Paul's scientist straight away. Won't even have to put a clue
maybe,
out.
maybe I'll have to put a clue out. I'll do that right now.
How are you, Blue? It's not.
I am surprisingly well for an old man.
Well, that's the way to be. Although, I don't know about surprisingly well. It's good to be unsurprisingly well. But, you know. Because the reverse is that you're unsurprised when you're not well. So, I'd rather not that situation. Okay, good to hear it. Oh, here we got some clues. Today's scientist is best known for his basic inventions and discoveries in the area of low temperature physics. Isn't that the guy with the thermometer pointing up at the sun? What's it called?
No.
No, it's not that one. And was decided for a long-term role as a leader in the development in this area.
Uh-oh, spaghetti-o.
Yeah. He also discovered a quantum mechanical effect consisting of diffraction of electrons by standing wave of light in fluid dynamics. There you go. Dart will tell me who that is straight away. Because I don't know. So Someone has to.
Yeah.
That's where it goes. No, it wasn't Spaghetti-O who did that one, was it? Not the same guy.
What, pointing the thermometer?
Was that him?
I think so. I don't know. There's so many idiots out there. They all blend into one after a while.
Yeah. I mean, avoiding Gems because Blatek's back in Gems because he's been kicked out of everywhere else. So he's just more annoying than the rest of them.
I just tend to avoid most of them, if not all of them, because by the time I get home, I just can't be asked.
He's decided that glasses are, if you wear glasses, you're therefore the government is controlling you because they. Oh well, he had.
Yeah. But now I can't see. But now I can't see the screen properly.
And he had
You're a blur.
one of his many silly statements is that the government went to all the schools to find out who the smart kids were, and then they sent the optometrists in to test all the kids. And when they came back and said no, there's nothing wrong with their eyes, they sent letters to their parents saying no, there's definitely something with your eyes, and you have to have glasses so that they can control all the smart kids in the schools. So,
Well, that's incredibly deluded and mad.
and mad, yeah, isn't it? Mm.
Absolutely mad.
I can tell you there's a few smart kids in my school, and a couple of those were like 100 and 170 IQ type people. They didn't wear glasses. So
Yeah, there's some pretty smart kids that hang around on the International Space Station. Don't see too many of them wearing glasses.
no.
No.
So obviously, that theory didn't hold a lot of weight anyway. Mind you, this is the same guy that believes that he's really smart, the smartest person in Australia. So, there's that as well. And I think it's funny because he says, "I'm really smart. I've got 120 IQ," and it's sort of like, 120 IQ. It's maybe a bit higher than average, but I wouldn't actually claim that as being, super smart.
It's nothing to shout about.
No, it's better than maybe 110 IQ or 119 IQ, but it's not going to get you into Mensa. I can tell you that.
Nope.
But anyway, he's just as a typical lying flat earther. So what do you expect? You I just because I caught him out. He was saying how he went to university for 3 years and then realised it was all indoctrination, and then pulled out before he did his final exams. And I pointed out, so are you lying now or the last time I spoke to you where you said that he would never go to university because only, indoctrination fools people would go to university. So
See, the problem is when you tell lies, you have to remember what lies you told.
Yeah, that's right.
People will remember for you.
Particularly in flat service.
That's why it's really not worth the aggro, because you need to have a bloody good memory if you're going to keep lying.
Yeah, that's right. What will we do now? I could really annoy you and put on a Pete and Pete.
Oh, God.
Yeah,
is it
do
time to
that.
go and put the
Make
kettle
a
on?
cup of tea.
Yeah,
I definitely need to go and make a cup of tea.
Oh, look, I don't think anyone I put on would not annoy you. So
tea maker. Shit, I'm the tea maker. Okay.
we've got. So we can do that one. We can listen to this one. I haven't listened to this. This is Flatzoid and Rachie. Rachie explaining why she is supposedly whatever she's doing, which I'm not quite sure what she's doing, to be honest with you. But anyway,
Possibly having a brief flirt with.
Because you're always
Yeah, I
looking
agree with
through
that,
the- Yeah.
yeah. Don't think we'll watch the whole of this, but we'll see if it goes anywhere.
I think she's having issue.
Hey, Flatsuit.
Ah, there we go. How you going?
Yay! I have to disconnect and reconnect.
I hope you're doing well.
Can Rich
Yeah, not too bad yourself.
I'm doing well, thanks. No, I don't think Rachel can hear you guys. They were asking Element.
Do you know Flatzoid's laugh? There's not many South American movies, but there's a few. But his laugh is just like all the really bad guys in South American movies. all have that maniacal laugh, just like he does. That's South African movie. Sorry, it's not South American. South African. And I'm thinking of Chappie at the moment, and what was it? District 9. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know what
Went
you
to
mean.
thinking you
Yeah.
said no.
I can only hear you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, thank you for coming. Because, like I said, I just want to get your side of the story on everything that's going on. And I
Before
mean,
you start, will you just pass a message on for me?
yeah.
Tell Rich I'm honoured that I'm second video since she became a baller.
Michael said he's honored that he's on your second video since you became a baller.
Oh, he's welcome.
So yeah, like I said, thank you for coming. I also want to hear your side of the story, and what's your thoughts and why, what made you change your mind, kind of thing.
Well, the thing is, people have been saying I'm back on the ball in that, but I didn't say I'm actually back on the ball. You know what I mean? I didn't say that I'm a Glober now, but people have like misunderstood what I've said or something, and then they're spreading that, and then people ain't actually watching the video and actually seeing what I've saying. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's what I say. I want to hear your side of the story because yeah, everywhere we're getting is like even from FTV side, it's like you got back to the globe kind of thing. And it was interesting when Anthony said,
He
no,
got really
that's not
excited
exactly what you
FTV
said.
did.
You're just stepping back a bit because of all the infighting and everything. So,
But yeah, stepping back, and obviously since stepping back, I've realised that there is a lot of misunderstandings, and then to me, there is more evidence of the ball than there is of flat Earth. But that doesn't mean I'm back on the ball.
well, would you be able to maybe give us some evidence of what you think would be for the ball?
Well, apart from the fact there is no.
Yeah, like
evidence
with the
of the
video,
flat Earth.
I saw you showing a bit of it. With Michael Kahn's video, he showed that as you back away on a flat surface, the angle decreases, which is fair enough. Everybody will agree with that. But when he backs away in 10 centimeters or 10 inches, wherever it was, it doesn't drop by the same amount. So on a flat surface, you can't show that something will drop by the same amount of degrees for the same amount of distance.
Okay, but you do know that's on small scale though, and it's not through a lot of atmos, as you could say. I mean, when you're looking at a star, you're looking through a lot more atmos, and you're looking with larger distances. So parallax also plays into account. So that's why you have differences. But what he's showing on small scale, and like I was explaining, does show it just on a small scale to visualize it drops apparent, not physical.
Yeah, well, everyone will agree they drop like apparently on a flat surface as well. It's just they don't match, you know what I mean? Whereas with the sphere, it does match up until when it gets to the horizon.
It doesn't match with the sphere. That's the whole issue.
That's right.
Yes, Michael.
That's right. Ask Rich if she can demonstrate that in small scale.
Yeah, Michael's asking, would you be able to demonstrate that in small scale for the globe?
No, that's
Try.
That would be great, yeah.
I've never actually tried. I've only done the math, obviously, based on the sphere and that. But yeah, I could actually try and do a demonstration on that.
But also, you do know for your globe, I'm not saying your globe, sorry, the globe. Let's take Polaris, for instance, and you go away with latitudes. You do understand the globe is a spheroid. It's an oblate spheroid, so it has different radius values. So it's not supposed to drop exactly as what they put it as linearly. It will drop different as well on the globe because you have a different elevation.
How much? That's all right. How much?
Yeah, but it's only like 14 or 28 miles, isn't it? Out of like, what is it, 6,000 something miles for the equator? For the diameter?
Yeah, it works out to like 24 kilometers, 48 kilometers or 24 kilometers.
Let's ignore
difference.
that you can't, that you guys in
Something
Australia
like
can't
that.
see Polaris.
So
Yeah,
I'll
that's
just
right.
ask one more question and then I'm done.
okay, Michael wants to ask one more question.
Yeah. Explain how she were able to use a protractor with a flat bottom on a curved ball to measure an angle.
Yeah, he's asking how are you able to use a protractor with a flat bottom on a curved ball?
Oh,
Because like that Protos had screenshots, when you take it on a small scale, which obviously it is a small scale that you're on compared to if it was a globe, you're on a small scale, do you know what I mean? So it seems flat, and therefore it's you can take a straight line. And the angle, the baseline, doesn't need to be that long in order to get an angle. Like you can literally use your fingers to get an angle. Like it doesn't really matter how long the line is.
So you're saying you can create a chord?
No, because you don't need to create a chord, do you? It doesn't matter how long the line is. The line doesn't really have to be that long. It could be like a few inches. It doesn't need to be that long.
Yeah, but that's the thing. If you're saying it's because of Earth on Earth's surface, you have to use a chord, because that if you didn't realize that protractor you're using has a flat baseline, so that has to be parallel to the surface, and because it's not, the surface is curving away, it can't be parallel. So therefore, you have to have a chord which is cutting through the Earth's surface to give that angular measurement.
Well, no, it doesn't need to cut through the surface. Like the protractor didn't cut through the surface. It's because you've got different verticals, you've got different horizontals. So as somebody said on the chat or wherever, it goes out almost into space. Do you know what I mean? Or what they call space.
Yeah, I'm gonna try draw it on. See if I can draw it on.
That video by
Oh, sorry.
that
Sorry, I talked
AutoCAD
over.
video of that side.
Yeah, yeah.
No worries.
Let me just
That-
quickly.
Rob Durham, he explains why.
Okay, I'm gonna quickly try draw it for you on. You see, if you've got a globe like this, you got your sphere, and you're holding the protractor, okay, and you're measuring, let's say like that. You got your angular reading. Now this is the bottom of the protractor, because you can imagine the protractor's going like this. You got me? So we've measured this this angle. Okay. Now the thing is, what the globe suffers with is you got a zenith angle here at 90, and you're supposed to have the same plane for the zenith angle for the star. So if I got the star,
No, you're not.
let's say there, and it's supposed to be a 90 degree to the Earth, that means that the star doesn't have a 90, because look, it will go like this to the center, just like the globe is going to the center of the zenith. Now, you do understand this is not a 90 degree angle.
Yeah, but that's like triangulation. They don't claim triangulation on the
No,
globe.
this is the circle of equal altitude. It's not
No, the circle of equal altitude is based on like what I did. Like you draw a circle on the globe, and then it's the same
it's on the
angle
same
from
plane.
each everywhere on the circle. No, it's just the same
It's the same
angle
plane.
everywhere on that circle.
It's the same azimuthal plane.
No, that's not what they claim. No.
Yes, it is.
And that's not where I
The
showed.
circle of equal altitude is on the same azimuthal plane, Reggie. Even that, when you put that cup over, let's say we put the cup over and it comes here, okay? Let's say that's the cup's rim now. You do understand that's a chord, because the observer would be here and the star would be here. It's the same plane.
It's only a chord if you go through the Earth, but they don't. They use tangent. No, they don't go through. They use the tangent.
But that's what the circle of equal altitude was. When you're putting that cup on the ball, you're
That's right.
making a chord.
No, the circle of equal altitude is basically like a circumference around it. So it's like a circle around it.
Ask if
Oh, that's frustrating. It's annoying, isn't it? Get someone who doesn't know what it is, and then someone who doesn't really know what it is, and trying to not. Let's see if they move on. Let's still talk about it.
It's loading. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Oh, is it still showing?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay. Anyway, you can see this azimuthal. It says azimuth.
Yeah.
This whole plane, this whole circle, that's azimuthal plane. You can see the zenith of the observer is on the same azimuthal plane as the star. You get it? It sits on the same plane.
That's not.
Yeah, but see that azimuth.
Yeah, that's just the left to right.
As you go, as you go around, that would be the outside of the sphere. So that circle would be going around the sphere.
Remember?
So that's the azimuth.
Yeah, but remember I asked you.
No. Neither of them right, but that's just annoying.
Jesus, flat soin. Does that star's zenith look like it's perpendicular to that fucking plane you were talking about?
Nah. Even on his diagram, the azimuthal plane is not. Because he's trying to argue the azimuthal plane is the same great circle, but it's not in that description.
No, of course not.
Yeah.
Are they creating a chord, or do you have a tangent, the same tangent? They can't have the same tangent on a globe. So either they're making a chord, or they have the same tangent, which is impossible.
Yeah, but they're not making a chord. So from the azimuth, if you imagine you was on the azimuth, so let's say where the pink triangle is, the pink arrow. If you're there and then you draw your tangent out, then you get your angle from that to the star, which is up in the sky.
Look, no, but look what I'm saying.
No. Let's represent presentation again.
radius outwards. I might have to draw this as well, I think, on paint as well for you. Let's see if I can get paint up. Where's my paint? There we go. I might have to draw this because... okay. Okay, this is a circle.
Really?
And you would agree you have a circle is usually based in a quadrant kind of thing.
No.
Now, every degree measurement is going to be from the center of the radius outwards. You would agree with that? So it's a degree, 2 degrees, 3 degrees, blah, 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 making 360 degrees.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, have you ever realized that when they do this, looking at Polaris, for instance, say, okay, now we've measured Polaris at, let's just say, just say 35 degrees. It doesn't matter. It's not to scale. Do you know why they go to the center of the globe when they do this?
I know the flat earther say it's because they need a flat plane, which makes sense, but like...
Yeah, they
I
do.
don't know why they claim that.
It's because they need this relationship of the arc, which you observe, to be transposed from the celestial sphere. That's why they have the celestial sphere, and they just transpose it because they need it to have a linear relationship.
They use the circumference, yeah.
Yeah, so they need the relationship to be linear. That's why. So they're literally taking the celestial sphere and moving their position that was on the globe to the center of the sphere, so they can move the celestial sphere to the surface.
No.
So they're making the surface curved based on the celestial sphere, which is curved due to vision.
What the fuck is he on about?
And that's how they get their 60 nautical miles, because it's just a section, a degree.
The usual lying to make things work the way you want them to work.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because we don't transfer. That's not why we go to the center of the earth. It's not where the person's taking the observation from.
Hey, Flatside, why don't you just make shit up and make yourself look stupid? Oh, sorry. Actually,
yeah, not hard, is it?
In a 360 degree circle. It's like a clock.
But it sounds good to the flirts. That's the problem.
Yeah, because they're idiots.
Oh yeah, because they can't. He just makes it sound like, oh yeah, I know what that. No, you don't get it at all. You don't know it at all. Yeah.
He does have a habit of making shit up and prefacing it with, "You'll agree."
Yeah.
Or you just said no. What? He does that all the time.
Yeah, like you all agree that a quadrant, a circle has is usually a quadrant. No, we don't. Circle's a circle. You don't divide it up into, and that's not where you take the observation from the center of the earth. You take the observation from the surface of the earth.
Yeah, I'll just nip to the center of the earth and take an observation. Yeah. Good luck with that.
Yeah, it makes sense.
No, it doesn't make sense, Rich. And I know that you're fairly easily confused because you need time. She's okay if she's got time to work it out herself, but she's not good at this sort of stuff when you're talking on the fly. It's very easy to talk over.
She made the mistake of listening to Riley.
Yeah.
And that's how she became a flat earther. Because she was genuinely asking questions and genuinely listening. Then she started listening to Anthony Riley, and that was it.
Okay. Let's see if it gets any better.
You would agree that oil rig is blocked?
I would say it's compressed. It's because of refraction and things.
Yeah,
so
but the bottom is blocked by water.
It could be. It could be blocked because of waves, water, or it could just be compressed. You know what I mean? Because obviously we both agree with compression, don't we?
Okay, so remember the previous Black Swan? It was also refracted like this. Why does it show the bottom of the oil rig with that one? But yeah, it's also got hectic refraction, but it's blocked.
Well, I don't know. It could, like you say, it could be waves. It could be compression.
Yeah, but wouldn't that be counterintuitive though? Because you guys claim, because of refraction, therefore we can see further that the Earth curve's not blocking it. But now we've still got refraction, and it is blocking it, and we can see the horizon behind it.
Different conditions, clearly.
Yeah, but we can still tell there's some refraction there because.
Well, we don't even know if it's from the same position. Is it closer? Is it what?
Who knows?
You show that one. Show why it shows, but it's not got refraction, which is the majority of the photos. Yeah. Well, I'm not going to play any more of that because it's too annoying. It's not like she's equipped to make those sort of discussions yet.
No.
No.
Well, it gets lots of attention.
Oh yeah, I have a feeling that's part of the whole thing. She wasn't getting much attention. And someone did he get the question? And I did see an answer to Paul's mystery clue.
Let's have a look. That is in fact correct. Pieta Capizza is correct.
There we go. Well done, Clive. We knew you'd come through.
Was he Russian by any chance?
He was Russian, yes.
Does sound, a bit Russian.
He did his initial studies at Cambridge, but then he went back to Russia and they wouldn't let him come back.
Oh.
Yeah. He came back some 37 years later and went to have a dinner at the high table, and they asked he didn't have a gown, and the servant asked him whether he had a gown, and he said no, and they asked him when he was there last, and he said 37 years ago, and the servant went and got his original gown and brought it back to him.
Oh, yeah.
Bloody amazing.
That is, well, hang on a minute, I've got that somewhere.
It's just, I know exactly where it is.
Yeah.
After 37 years.
After 37 years, yeah.
Well, they're here. At least they did honour him. Now, you've already gone and got your cup of tea, haven't you, Farmers? And Alan.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm just about to post to Lindsay Bingo.
I even went and got the pack of broken biscuits.
Well, I just had 3 hobnobs for the last cup of tea, so I ought not to really. I'm getting through my hobnobs at too quick a rate,
Somebody might have bought them for my grandson and then left them behind. Because I might have had to put them away in the cupboard when we got dinner.
Yeah, that sounds very plausible. Let's just open a couple of them up.
Because I think it's this time of night. So. What did I get? I got an album. Album. That word. That word that starts with N.
Okay,
I got a Kundalini.
I've got Kundalini and Analemma on that card. I've got Kundalini and what? They're identical cards.
Do you have Southern Hemisphere and Northern Hemisphere?
Southern Hemisphere is on that one. What's on the other one?
The reason I ask,
I've got both Southern and Northern.
Because the title of this one that I was going to put on is Understanding the Two Hemispheres. So,
this card will win then.
It would be a good one to have. I don't have either hemisphere on my card.
How can you have bingo already? That's just wishful thinking.
Yes, that's cheating.
I'm sorry, but you really need to get rid of the Kundalini because I've never actually heard him say
that. He said it at least once.
Yeah, and it has come up in bingo a couple of times. But I got to put the hard ones in there. Just otherwise, it's over too quick.
Well, at least black hole's always in the middle because that's pretty much a dead cert, isn't it?
Yes, so Dr. Nimrod, if you have got it, just post your bingo link so we can check. Somehow I don't.
Impressive, because we haven't actually heard Lindsay say a bloody word yet.
No. Well, unless there's some error in the card and it all says Southern Hemisphere, I think you're. Yeah, I don't think you got much chance. Oh yeah, let's see what Lindsay's got to say for herself this time. See if we can get out of it early. We're on Lindsay's feed.
Cool.
Welcome to another video from the Tomb of Illumination. In regards to our flat plane Earth and flat realm, it's a donut or a torus field, or in the Bible it's described as the bread. Eat from the bread is eating from the earthly energy, the earthly system. It's like we live in a brain. Have you heard that before? 2 hemispheres. It's like the human brain.
Didn't say
today's
southern
video
or
is
northern.
about why they make you think you live on a globe, a spinning ball, as opposed to a flat plane of inertia.
I didn't have anything. Oh,
so what you need to
I had
understand
state of inertia.
is Earth is fixed and stationary because it's from the hole. What's a hole? Well, the hole is the center of the center of the vortex.
What's between your ears?
There's all this action around it, spinning from the four winds that create the spin, hot and cold, convection, creates a spin in the Arctic centre. It's unseen, of course. It's outside of our realm, deep in the centre of the Arctic, where we cannot get to. And at the centre of the black hole, there's no action, there's nothing going on.
Black hole. Everyone's got that.
But an image has come out of that. And that image, a realm has come out of that. And that realm is Earth. That's why it's fixed and stationary. It's written. All the ancients knew the physics. Common man of today.
Metaphysics.
So it's fixed and stationary.
Oh, I never get metaphysics.
Around the horizon.
Forgot it today.
That's why we see all the stars and everything move around it.
Oh, sorry, mate.
Because they're moving in the shape of an S curve that winds up and down from in the centre of that vortex. Long story, but check out my earlier videos. But today's video, I'm going to show you, quite simply, how the system works on our flat Earth. Now, there's two hemispheres. There's a northern hemisphere. If you don't understand this, you can't comprehend it if you just come into my videos, at this minute. You need to go back and understand reality before you really connect with what's going on here. But we have two hemispheres. The centre north, it all expands out because it's a toroidal field. It's it's bread expanding out. Leavened bread expands. Here's the northern hemisphere. As we move south, we expand with the field. Everything is relative to the observer, so everything expanding with us, with the aeroplane, with the boat, with whatever you're on or in, is all expanding as you move south because everything is of the light. Walter Russell told us this. Tesla told us this. Nothing is actually physical. You've got to get your head around that. So, if you're in the northern hemisphere, let's say you're standing somewhere here, say halfway, say you're 45 degrees or something or other, north, you're going to see your earthly realm is going to appear like this. You're there. And this is what they call man's arc of horizon. Every man stands within his arc of horizon. Every man stands 90 degrees to his zenith, and all the light comes to him perpendicular off that arc. He only sees so far. That's what he'll be seeing. And if someone's in the south, this is what he'll be seeing. That's his cycle, and that's his cycle. So but they're separated by the tropical gap. So let's just do them a bit bigger. There's the northern hemisphere, and here's the southern hemisphere. But in reality, the southern hemisphere is way bigger than the centre northern hemisphere, just as you can see there, because it's due to the expansion of the southern field. And this is the motion, the cycles. Let's just go with the sun or the moon, shall we? The sun will come out of the centre north. The actual sun is back here, right in the centre Arctic. That's the real plasma sun that we do not see, but it sends its projected image out into our realm, into our electromagnetic field, which is of the light. So the sun will come out like this on this cycle around this person. Has it got the guy standing in?
I've got bingo.
I need one word. Guess what it is?
Hmm?
I only need him to say one thing that he never fucking says.
What was that? Kundalini?
Kundalini, and I've got bingo, but he's not going to say it, is he?
I've got bingo already.
In here in the centre.
Did he say
the sun will move all the way around?
Sorry. Let's put my card
Did
up.
he say ancient secrets?
Did he say metaphysics? I thought he only said physics.
No, he said metaphysics, and that's what I said. Oh, he said metaphysics. I never get metaphysics. So sorry. I got. Do I keep playing? I can.
No.
Keep it go. No.
No, we've got bingo.
We got bingo, but yes, you definitely got all those. I thought it was going to be done because I didn't have hemispheres in there.
My first card, I got hardly anything on it. Then I realised all I needed was Kundalini, and it had got me right across the board.
Yes. If I had one of those special things where you could run through a video and see people say stuff, I could find if he actually said it, but no, didn't there.
Or the transcript.
Oh, the transcript. Oh, hang on.
Yeah.
I'll ask. Can we
Did you say?
Did you say metaphysics? Just play back. Can we have a transcript? Oh, also, have you seen that? No, I won't put that in. Have you seen that toy? He didn't reply to my last comment. Somehow I don't think he replied to this one. Okay.
Oh, that's because you're not a true follower, and you don't.
No, I don't pay $3.60 to join his Patreon account or whatever it is. No. Only true believers would pay for it. Well, there you go. That's our Lindsay. That's pretty quick. We only got 5 minutes in. So at 1.2, so only about 4 minutes in at all. Keep playing, says Clive.
Keep playing. Clive's some sort of sadomasochist.
Oh, yeah, so here got Clive. Here's a link. You can go watch the rest yourself at your own leisure. Yeah, he wasn't saying anything he hasn't said before. Let's put it that way. Okay, what have we got? What can we go on with? I do have, we have to sneak in a few, what's his name? Everett. Because I'm a few Everetts behind.
Oh yeah, good old Everett.
Good old Everett.
He does put some good videos together.
Where's all my links? I thought I put in Everett's, but I haven't Everett saved.
The real game is guessing which films and TV series all these little clips come from.
Yes. Yeah. Awesome. Did you say something, Ellen, or are you rebutting? No, I'm not trying sure about that.
No, I was just blowing my nose.
Oh, okay. That's okay. Sorry. Just wasn't quite sure.
It's also why I turned the camera off, because I didn't think you needed to see that.
Particularly if a miss. That would be sad, bad. I could get all the way back to Flat Earth Canned. Looks like the last one I did. I missed about 6. Okay, let's copy a link. Put that up in Hall.
Hello everyone, welcome back to The Earth is Flat.
Oh, honey, the buses don't go where you live, do they?
Today we're going to be talking about Alexander Gleason. And for those of you who don't know, he created this map right here. And a lot of people like to say that it's a projection of a globe map, but today I'm going to prove that it is not.
I have decided to allow cameras
actually
in
on
this
it.
boardroom. However, if I see my image in the monitor, I will think it is a rival monkey, and I will completely lose it. Also, let the record show that I'm fairly close to completely losing it.
And right here is his original patent. And of course, it does say globe map charts of the world right here.
Should I keep going? Yeah, but I'm going to throw a little sand to show dominance.
All right. Okay, so...
If he admitted that it was a flat earth map and that he was a flat earther, do you really think that they would have patented his map?
He's smiling.
Yes.
No, he's baring his teeth.
And just real quick, just right here, if this was a globe projection, it would not say the sun moves.
I assure you, the court is not interested in being startled.
Well, I got some good news for you, Judge.
That side wins! That side wins!
All right, guys, welcome back to The Earth is Flat.
Well, I can see by the stars on the wall. It's time to go.
Today, we are back with another experiment that you can do at home by yourself. And this experiment is the Eratosthenes experiment.
And so begins the battle of wits. Oh, man, I've never been good at wits. Really?
All right, so for my sticks, I'm using some canned beans, whatever.
My kingdom for a drive-by.
I've got the sun in my hand, my sticks on the floor. See how much bigger that shadow is versus how it is over here, right?
Did the little piggy cry wee, wee, wee all the way home?
So basically, based off of Eratosthenes' math, my floor is round, is a sphere.
May I have your attention, please? Please sit down and shut up.
The only conclusion? The sun's position. It has absolutely nothing to do with curvature of the earth, guys.
Now hit the road.
Come on, it's 2023. It's time to wake up.
Some raccoons or something.
Start performing these little experiments yourself. Think for yourself. Dig into the research. Don't just listen to what these guys are telling you, okay?
A man gives a gun to a chimp and the chimp shoots someone. You don't blame the chimp.
Hey, that was a hidden dig at me, wasn't it?
I'm so glad that, excuse me, so glad that guy was able to explain Eratosthenes' experiment to me so clearly and definitely. Somehow, I don't think he knows what that experiment is.
No, a lot of these experiments they mention, they don't actually understand them. You know, how many times have you heard, oh, Michelson-Morley proved the Earth wasn't rotating? What?
What? Nope.
How many times have I heard that?
Yeah.
No, that's not what. Oh, never mind.
Yes. I don't get it.
No.
Okay. What other exciting things have I got in my list? Don't know if I got anything exciting. That might not be the right word for anything. Still got Pete. Pete.
You really, really want to inflict that on us, don't you?
It's actually not a very good one. It's them basically saying we never went to the moon.
You mean there's a good Peter and Pete episode?
Yeah, well, this one is we never went to the moon because we never went to the moon. So, okay, that's about the whole of his one. I have one here that says flat out truth, and I can't remember what it was about.
All I'm offering is the truth.
No.
Nothing.
No, you're not.
I'll show you some technique. Did you see that? My rock almost made it to the edge of the world.
The edge of what now?
The edge of the world, yo. Where the planet drops off.
Drops off? Wait, Beast Boy, you don't believe the Earth is round?
Mm-hmm. That's right. The Earth ain't round. It's a big old pancake. Your laughter only makes my belief stronger.
When did you become so dumb?
I ain't dumb. I'm a free thinker.
If you believe the Earth is a pancake, then what about the thousands of photos that clearly shows the Earth is round, like a basketball?
They's all fake.
Okay, if the Earth is a pancake, then how do we get both day and night?
Because the sun is like a spotlight, and it moves around shining on one place at a time.
Okay, crazy.
But if the Earth is a pancake, why does not the water spill off the edges?
Yeah, water would spill right off into space.
Ha ha ha! Explain that, Mr. Pancake Earth!
2 words. Butter wall.
Butter wall? Seriously? A butter wall?
That's what I said, fool!
What's a
It's
pancake?
big old butter wall, and it circles the entire pancake Earth.
The butter wall keeps the water in.
Aha! Now you're catching on. You're beginning to see how reality really be.
What I think's funny is he doesn't realise that that's mocking flat Earths.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh dear.
Oh dear. I don't really get it. Oh, now I can really upset you. I have a CC. We have a CC.
Oh.
We have CC.
Westchester County, New York.
Westchester County, New York. Let's put Mr.
Good
CC.
afternoon, good evening, wherever you might be hiding.
He is. Yeah.
All right. See, now that's the moon right there.
Oh,
Let's
hang on.
do this before the landscapers come.
Yeah, because the landscapers are going to move the moon to make room.
Yep.
So, yeah.
See, now that's the moon right there. Let's do this before the landscapers.
Hang on. Moon?
Hang on.
Moon?
That's
Right,
the moon?
right where? Where?
Moon? Moon? Moon?
Landscapers come.
Where?
Make a whole
Is it a new
shitload of
moon?
noise.
Moon?
That's the moon. Can you see that? Do you
No.
see that?
No.
Yeah, that's the day moon right there. And there's the sun, if you see that. There you go. Okay? All right.
Oh, there it is. There it is. I see it.
Oh, God, blimey.
Oh.
That one. Oh, there it is. I just saw it. White thing up in the sky. There it is. Moon. Must be.
Okay. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. CC here. Chris from New York, Westchester County. It's 10/3/23. That was the day moon and the sun. Okay, you see them both right at the same time. That's not possible on a globe spinning in this infinite speed in space. The only way you could see the moon and the sun at the same time is if they were enclosed. Okay. Now
No.
remember, the moon is self-illuminant. That's right. It illuminates itself. The sun, we're not really sure. Plasma, possibly heat generating something, but I think heat comes from all over the area, to be honest with you.
Okay.
But hold on.
How does that
Hold
work?
on 1 second. Let's focus in on the moon, because I took that video last night. And what I love about the moon is that if that was 238,000 miles away, okay, and it's being lit by the sun that's 99 million miles away, how is that possible that we could even see it in the blackness of space? And where are the stars? In all these NASA photographs, where are they?
There you go. That's good logic for you, isn't it?
Yeah.
Being the only thing that's lit in the blackness of space makes it difficult to be seen, of course.
Yeah, how can you see that when it's lit up?
Yeah.
I guess they didn't have a resolution back in 1969, right? But what about 2023? High definition cameras. We all have them. Hell, we have them on our phone. My camera on my phone is better than any camera out there. I think mine's 10.
Well, that's debatable.
Now they must be up to like 22.
I happily disagree.
The memory now is up to terabytes now on some of these phones too. Okay. All right. More power than Apollo 11 had in its entire shuttle. Not shuttle. Little. I'm going to call it a tin can, actually, because that's basically what it is. All right, I'm getting ahead of myself here. Now look. Be reasonable. You see these pictures, okay, of a solar system flying, a galaxy flying through space. And if you're telling me that that's possible on this magical little land that people think they live on because they were brought up with it, and I was brought up with it too, so I can't get angry. I went through the same thing of this magical, mysterious Walt Disney World land, when really, in reality, all we are is just a flat Earth covered with a dome.
Magical.
And that's all it is. It's very simple. No mathematics, no trigonometry. Easy. Simple. Stars, space, gone. Hey, this is what we live on. Hold on 1 second. All right. It's that simple. Okay. Imagine just picture, going back to 1955. Somewhere in the middle, right there, early 60s, when they finally figured out the best and brightest scientists, scientism, finally figured out that we live on a flat land and covered with a dome. And they saw the sun and the moon for the first time in a totally different aspect, where they thought it was, revolving around us and all this infinite space and all this other nonsense they learned when they were a child. When they finally figured out that we live and we're covered with a dome and a flat land, what do you think they did? It must have been kids in a toy house. You know what I mean? The first thing would have popped up into my head is like, just fucking shoot the moon. Shoot it! Shoot it! Shoot it! Do something, So that's what they probably did. They probably tried to shoot some shit up to the fucking moon and see that it's not a tangible object. You can't land anything on it.
It's the first thing I think of when I see something is shoot it. Surely.
Into the dome. I used to think that the sun and the moon might have been inside maybe the dome, but that doesn't seem like boy to me now. I'm looking at it in a totally different aspect. I'm looking at it in a term of, this is almost like a holographic image in a way, but possibly a plasma. It's difficult. You see, none of us know. All we do know, it's not a magical Walt Disney World land of being in space, because none of that exists.
Absolutely.
So if it's inside the dome here, something's reflecting.
Nah.
Or something.
Definitely not Walt
Disney. From the
Disney.
North Pole, that could make sense.
No.
That could make very good sense. I'm gonna have to skip this call. Every time I get to a nice talk, and all of a sudden I get a fucking phone call. I should get another camera. I really should. Anyway, so kids in a toy store, and then that's really what they do. Now what they're gonna have to do is they're gonna have to figure out how high the dome is, because if they're going to create NASA, they're gonna have to understand. They're gonna have to turn that rocket at some point. So they figured it out. They figured it out probably 100 miles, couple of 100 miles, more or less. Who knows? All we know is that turns, and every single rocket will always turn no matter what. Just like the 5-year-old child when he was looking at the rocket going up. She said to herself, "Is that right?"
Well, if it's going around the globe,
straight up.
is it not turning?
Don't tell me to try to catch up with the spin of Earth. That's bullshit. Horse shit. Give me the mathematical computation for that. Okay? It's nonsense.
Couldn't understand it.
Oh, man. I don't know. Just wanted to touch base with everybody, see how everybody's doing. I thank you for something. I thank you for viewing my videos. Let me be a part of your life.
There you go.
Well, he's in the right place. I'm just surprised he's the driver of the short bus.
Yes.
I just wonder whether he inflicts that on his passengers.
Well, I hope not.
I suspect not, because he's still driving the bus.
What, you mean like Travis, as he's now an Uber driver, and records his conversations with his passengers?
Oh,
can't you? But Uber drivers, you can give them a score, can't you?
I believe so. He has I think he has another channel that's called Ubercast, and that's Travis. So I'm presuming that he doesn't drive lorries anymore.
I don't know.
Because I saw that I thought, Ubercast, who the bloody hell's that? And clicked on one. It's Travis. It's the plain truth.
Did you see Clive was trying to get a timeout there? Suggesting I have to watch Lindsay entirety without interruption.
I didn't think he said metaphysics either, but
well, we play it back.
He didn't say metaphysics. He said physics.
I might have misheard him.
Timbo just wanted to hear metaphysics.
Maybe. Have we confirmed this? Have you gone back and actually listened?
I have.
You have?
And I've also checked the transcript.
Okay. I'll take your word for it. So next time we'll play... I have to get double bingo before we can stop it. How's that?
No, you have to have a bingo card with multiple Gundolinis on it.
Oh, yeah, I have to have my own special bingo card that's got... I can do that. I'll do that next time. I'll have my own special one with 6 Kundalinis in it. Yeah, mate.
And then Lindsay will say Kundalini and you'll get bingo anyway.
Repeatedly.
Rapper, and I thought, what is this guy?
I came across this one. I forget who sent it to me. I don't know if it's any of you guys.
So the Harvard Globeheads debunked their model yesterday.
You're not testing on a ball, guys. The Earth is flat.
Duck soup.
We're gonna put one magnet here in California. Seriously, I'm about to lose it. I'm getting pissed.
I don't know how you're gonna take a 1-mile piece of toilet paper and hit space. I thought he was gonna die, dude. I literally thought he was gonna die.
Wow.
I was like, holy shit.
They're in complete shock. I literally wanted to cry, dude. You can't write that stuff, guys. I'm just having my freaking world rocked.
Shut the fuck up!
It's everything. I know I'm right. And I've always been right. You guys get it? You guys fucking get it?
My name is Nathan Thompson. I'm an independent researcher, testing everything, independently verifying if what we're being told about the shape of the Earth is true or untrue.
My name is Ben Fisher, and I'm a mechanical engineering graduate student from the University of Harvard.
I'm Blake Powers, and I'm an electrical engineer. Died. Oh, there we go.
My flat Earth story was first introduced by B.O.B., the rapper, and I thought, what is this guy talking about? But then a few months later, I had been studying applied neuroscience, biochemistry, epigenetics with a gentleman who was probably the smartest man I've ever met. And he told me to look into flat Earth, and I couldn't call him stupid because he was the smartest man I'd ever met. This is called the azimuthal equidistant map, or the Gleason's map. I don't know if this is 100% accurate. I just know it's 1,000 times more accurate than a spinning ball. The preponderance of evidence is overwhelming. I mean, I've got over 150 proofs, reasons that I believe the Earth is flat and stationary, memorized alphabetically. Abyssal plane, accelerometer, Aries failure, airplane level flight, Elias effect, ambient light from the firmament, ancient civilization.
My current beliefs are that the Earth is round. It's just an obvious fact. I don't even think we need to be out
Did
here.
you just say ancient civilizations?
Yes.
Obviously, we're going to be testing
Because obviously.
that today. I'm excited to hear what Nathan has to say.
I can't believe that Blake is actually open to the idea of a flat Earth today. Ever since he broke up with his girlfriend, he hasn't been the same. Yeah. Blake's just saying that because his girlfriend just broke up with him.
I don't. I don't want to talk about it. Basically, my girlfriend Brianna, she recently became a flat earther, and because I wasn't a flat earther, she decided she wouldn't want to be with me. But sorry. And so that's part of the reason I want to. I don't know, I'm just kind of...
Can I talk about that?
I mean, they're trolling him right to his face. And he just...
With the help and funding of Harvard, we have finally come up with an experiment that's going to once and for all prove the shape of our Earth. So this experiment is called the toilet paper experiment. It turns out the math is, because it gets exponentially bigger and bigger, if you could fold a toilet paper 20 times, you would reach outer space.
I don't know how you're going to take a 1 mile piece of toilet paper and hit space.
This may sound impossible, but it's actually true. Our toilet paper has a thickness of 1,000th of a centimeter, and every time the group folds it in half, the pile doubles in thickness. The pile will continue doubling and doubling until the 20th fold, where the top of the pile will literally be in outer space. We will then balance a camera on top of the pile to safely observe the correct shape of our planet.
You would burst the bubble that the flat earthers say that we're in. Do I think I could fold the toilet paper 20 times? I think I could.
Yeah, it's thin enough.
Now, if you fold the toilet paper 20 times, the cause of that is you. It's not very hard to figure out. So this is what I mean when I say science has been hijacked.
I expect to see a globe.
It seems super easy to me. I don't even, just get a piece of toilet paper and start folding it.
Well, let's do this.
Hey, ready? I'm pulling on the toilet paper?
Yeah,
It's gonna break. I'm telling you guys, this is gonna break.
No, I think it'll work. It's gonna work. You just pull it too hard.
I was just holding it.
Got it.
Rip.
Should we put it on the ground, maybe?
Go for it. There'll be less wind down there.
Here, hold these ones, Blake.
We can't doubt it, Nathan. We have to believe.
The toilet paper keeps ripping every couple feet because Nathan's pulling too hard.
Oh no, shit. It keeps ripping, dude.
This will only take about 7 hours.
This will only take about 7 hours.
So I'm excited to announce that we made a discovery. If we use duct tape, we can actually reconnect the rips that Nathan did.
With this new duct tape discovery, there is nothing stopping us. At this rate, we might not just make it into outer space, but we might just even make it to the moon.
I think we can make it to the moon.
Woo! Another day at the office.
Literally out of nowhere, it gets really windy, and our toilet paper is not staying on the ground.
It's gonna work, guys. It's gonna work.
The wind is destroying the whole experiment. It's like nothing's on our side anymore.
Okay, seriously, I'm about to lose it. I'm getting pissed. I've done years of research for this. We drove all the way from Boston. My girlfriend dumped me. 3 fucking days ago.
Stupid. Honestly, you're doing a great job. You can't give up. A lot is riding on this.
Wait, what's wrong with Blake?
He's went through a breakup.
Dude, he always does this.
But then out of nowhere, Nathan makes a new discovery.
If we rock it up every 5 feet or so.
If we place small rocks on the toilet paper, it prevents the wind from blowing it away.
Dude, I'm professional at unrolling toilet paper, guys, just so you know.
Obviously, everything was going really rough, and I look over and I see Ben and Nathan just working seamlessly together.
Flat earther and a round earther, team working together, making it to the moon together.
They figured out this new rock formation to keep the toilet paper down. It looks like I just got to go join the team. We got to get this done.
I'm embarrassed.
Look both ways, Todd.
I just want to say I'm sorry that I've been just a fucking dick.
Dude, it's all good, Blake.
With Blake now on our team, there's no way we're not making it to the moon now.
We're going to do it. Yes!
We had finally stretched out a full mile of toilet paper. Let the folding begin.
All right, let's fold it.
Oh no, it broke.
Hold on. Okay.
One fold. I can almost see my house from here.
We are already 1/20th of the way to outer space.
19 more to go.
Time for fold number 2.
Whoa, guys, you guys know I'm afraid of heights, right?
Fold number 2's done. That was easy.
Are we gonna need an oxygen mask? 3 folds.
I think fold 4 was the easiest fold so far. Are we already at fold 5?
Fold 6, done.
Fold 7 was a little bit hard. We made it up because fold 8 was much, much easier.
We're at fold 9. I'm feeling really good about reaching 20, maybe even 30, maybe even hit Venus. I take back what I said before, 10 is the max.
Careful, don't fall off. We're getting up there, dude.
Upon attempting fold 11, we ran into a few problems. It seems like no matter what we did, we weren't gonna actually reach our 11th fold this time.
I think we overestimated how much we could fold it.
In my opinion, I think 10 folds is enough to actually see the shape of our Earth, but I guess we'll have to really attach the camera to see for sure.
Oh, that's the 360-degree camera?
Yeah, just because you guys see all 360 degrees to know if it's like round or not, I guess.
Just by looking through the 360 camera, I think it's pretty obvious to say that the Earth is definitely round.
When you look at it, it does look round.
Yeah, that's the lens. It's distorted from the lens. That's all you got to do right there. Show me the curve.
The Earth is a freaking sphere. We have all the evidence on my phone.
So there are 2 very smart scientists on both ends making really good points.
If the Earth's a ball, you know, it would curve. It's not curving, so I just had to go with the facts, dude.
Like, it definitely looks like we're on a ball.
But then Blake ends up bringing up a really good point.
We're like 2 inches off the ground. It's not going to show anything. Look, I did way more work than we had to do. Look.
Yeah, I know. Guys, I don't understand how folding something is going to make it taller. Look, it obviously got shorter the more we folded it. It went from a mile to half a mile to quarter of a mile to 6 inches tall.
Yeah.
Just so you guys know.
We tried as hard as we could on the toilet paper experiment. We gave it our best. If there was no wind, I think we could have done it.
Also, can I just get like confirmation that you're not going to use the clip of me crying? I really don't want that.
I could show you videos of me crying on the internet if it makes you feel better.
I would love to see that.
I'll show you.
Feel better.
One of it was over my girlfriend drinking blood. So.
She drank blood?
Yeah, and was lying to me about it.
Why was she drinking blood?
Because weird people do weird things, dude.
Was she must have been weird?
Well, she was convinced that when you become a Christian, you have the blood of Jesus.
Oh, are you talking about wine?
No, she was poking her finger and drinking the blood from it.
But she's not Jesus. That's not Jesus.
She isn't. Exactly. Yeah, I agree. It's just her blood, and it's already in her body, so why would she need to take it out and put it back in?
Next week on the Travel Channel's Flat Earth.
We're going to put one magnet here in California. Touching computer. One magnet here on the other side of the world.
Wow.
There you go.
Yeah, dressed up in duck suits.
Yeah, that's the one with duck suits. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do the duck suit round next week. Maybe if I can find it. I'm sure it's around. Well,
poor old Nathan. I'm sure he's convinced that was all deadly serious.
Well, maybe. Maybe.
Because at no time did you say, "Here, hang on a minute, guys. Are you taking a piss or what?" You know.
I haven't really heard from him for a long time.
No.
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 Dropped away. No idea at all.
That's because there's no money to be made. That's why.
Probably. It has dropped off a bit. Well, Paul, do you have a quiz? Not hard quiz.
I do have a hard quiz.
I've got a very short Rachie video just to show that Rachie does her own research. Just
Okay.
We might do it after that.
Righto.
Me to Blago. Yeah, Mr. Sensible showed that too. A shadow smaller than the object. One mind, one spirit. Me to Blago. Yeah, Mr. Sensible showed that too. A shadow smaller than the object. One mind, one spirit. Bullshit, Rachie. See, this is the thing. I do my own research, like the Flat Earth mantra says. Do your own research. You lot clearly don't.
As I said, doing her own research.
So I start by lining the disc up so you can see it's the same size as the circle. I then move it away, trying to keep the shadow as central over that circle as I possibly can. Then we zoom in so we can get a better view of what is produced. Having done that, I just bring the object back to the circle, and this is all in one shot, so there's no trickery.
Okay. Was that not, it was like I was expecting her to show her proof of it, but she just played Mr. Sensible. Oh.
That's research, is it?
Apparently, YouTube videos.
Right.
Yeah, it ain't scientific if it's not on YouTube.
That's right. Well, yeah, it was someone the other day was saying, oh yeah, that was on Tunes. They were saying Toon presented evidence. And it says, oh, can't you have it in a YouTube video? Basically was the response, because he presented a paper from the government agency. Oh, don't you have someone who's put on a YouTube video, apparently. Okay, Paul. Whenever you're ready, mate.
Yeah.
Whenever you're ready.
Let me get it up. There we go.
Oh my word.
The hard quiz.
None of that looks very hard there, Paul.
No. Not yet.
Oh, look.
I'm
going to leave. I'm not going to make any.
But
I'm not going to make any comments about that.
At work again.
I'm not going to comment about what gets hard looking at those videos. That would just be inappropriate.
All right. Okay, here we go then. Question 1. The critical properties found at this point are notated with superscript asterisks, and their ratios with their corresponding stagnation values equal the 2/quantity 1 plus the heat capacity ratio, all raised to some power.
Nice.
What?
What?
Yeah, what is this?
They are indeed words. Yes.
They are words.
They are words.
They're not of the solid variety, though. They do actually mean something.
Well, yes, each one of those words I have heard in individuality at some point in time, just not in that order.
All right, I'll give you another clue then. At an aperture near this point, when downstream pressure drops below a critical value, the flow rate becomes independent of downstream pressure, or choked, as can be seen in the convergent-divergent nozzle designed by Gustave de Laval. What are we talking about?
Divergent, convergent nozzle.
Divergent, convergent nozzle. That sounds like something Whitsitt would say, right?
Doesn't it actually?
All right, another clue. Flows near this point are typically simplified by being treated as isentropic.
It's not something really simple, is it? I'm getting this feeling that it's not as complex as you're making it sound out, like it's a Venturi or something like that. You know, something
Not the Venturi effect, no.
No, that's not a point.
No, but you know where
The
we're heading.
Rankine-Hugoniot conditions model a phenomenon that occurs above this point. Density fluctuations begin to be considered significant at around 30% of this value, above which flows are treated as compressible.
Well, I said that, Embol, but I'm wrong.
Not the Venturi effect, no.
Yeah.
Oh, above this point, shock waves begin to form.
At the speed of sound.
That would be the one.
Oh, there you go.
Well done.
Yeah.
Yes. That kind of made it easy, didn't it? Yeah.
Buffeting.
This point can be defined as the square root of bulk modulus over density. Name this value found in the denominator of the Mach number equal to about 340 meters per second for air. It is indeed the speed of sound. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Question 2. One form of this technique can use evaporative light scattering detectors.
Evaporative light scattering detectors.
What the hell are they?
I'm trying to think of something that might use something like that.
Yeah. The fact that it is impossible to simultaneously resolve all peaks in this technique in an acceptable amount of time is called the general illusion problem. What technique? This technique can be described by the equation H equals A plus B over U plus C times U, where A, B, and C are the multipath, longitudinal diffusion, and mass transfer coefficients.
Well, I was going to say spectroscopy. No, I wasn't. I was going to try and say spectroscopy.
Not Raman spectroscopy. And do you need a container for that?
Ramen.
Is Raman spectroscopy sort of like anything to do with ramen noodles?
I was thinking.
Ramen. Ramen noodles, yeah.
Noodly appendages and all that.
Yeah. The results of another form of this technique can be visualized using UV light or iodine vapors.
Don't be rude, Clive.
Spectroscopy? What the hell is that?
Yeah, don't be rude. That's,
No.
that's when is that when you take a picture of a donkey?
In one form of this technique, dividing the solute migration distance by the solvent front migration distance gives the retention factor.
Okay. If you say so.
In what kind of spectroscopy would you expect migration to occur?
I was lucky just to get spectroscopy.
Columns and silica gel plates are often used in what technique for separating mixtures based on polarity?
Oh, I was going to say use them on an ultrasound, but that's not spectroscopy.
Not ultrasound.
But it's not spectroscopy.
No. Come on, what are silica gel plates and columns used for? Separating mixtures. What's that called? I'm expecting the delay. Come on, Peanuts, you know this one.
I think Clive knows this one. I have this feeling.
Starts with a C.
Crete.
And it is one of those ographies.
No.
There's your picture clue.
I mean, yes, I remember doing it in chemistry class at school. But
Yeah. What's it called?
Is that chromatography?
It is, Farmer's Boy. You got it.
Well done.
Yes.
Don't know
Well
where
done.
I dredged that up from.
It's came out of nowhere.
Chromatography is the one. Yes.
Okay, maybe I do remember. I don't remember doing that at school. I really, I
I
must have
defi-
done, but I don't.
I definitely
remember
didn't do
doing
it.
well, that was
I remember
certainly would
doing
have done it in chemistry.
I remember doing
Yeah.
it in chemistry with the dye off of Smarties.
Oh, right. Yeah, I'd start to say I must have done it, but I literally don't remember it. It's just,
Yeah.
I blanked it.
Okay, question 3. Solving this equation in the Landau gauge yields a set of solutions in which energy is proportional to the cyclotron frequency.
Cyclotrons.
Sorry. Ooh, cyclotrons.
In the presence of an
Spinning.
electromagnetic field, the momentum term in this equation is replaced with momentum minus charge times the vector potential.
Wouldn't be something silly because it's called Landau gauge. It's Landau's equation or something.
Nope.
No.
Replacing
too
the
easy.
imaginary time in this equation with inverse temperature yields the heat equation.
Okay.
Applying separation of variables to this equation yields a simple ordinary differential equation whose solution is a complex exponential function of time and also an eigenvalue equation whose eigenvalues are the energies.
No. I don't
Well,
know.
the energies of the particle in a box can be computed with this equation, which describes how a system's wave function evolves in space and time. Come on, you know the answer to this because someone out in the peanuts has already got it.
Oh, I didn't know it had an equation.
Name this fundamental equation of quantum mechanics, named for an Austrian physicist. As Clive Wells knows, it is
Schrödinger.
Schrodinger's equation. What
Ooh,
the hell?
start.
What the hell have I done?
You're starting again.
Oh, there we go.
It's that equation. It's Schrodinger's equation. I don't know how I got that.
He didn't just have a cat, did he?
No, he didn't have a cat. That was the point, wasn't
it? He both did and didn't have a cat.
Didn't at the same time.
He
Simultaneously.
shouldn't have had a cat.
Yeah.
It's been reported to our PCA he no longer is allowed to have cats.
Yeah. Right.
Question 4. The cooling time of these objects varies with the ratio of their mass to luminosity raised to the 5/7th power.
Light bulbs.
Not light bulbs.
Oh, it's worth a try.
These objects can be classified as DZ if they contain metal spectral lines, or DA if their spectra only contain Balmer lines.
Stars?
What kind? I need more specific answer than that.
Yeah, I figured you might.
Yeah. By assuming these objects act like a relativistic ideal gas, they can be modelled as polytrope with an index n equals 3, which yields the surprising result that their masses are independent of their radii.
What did you say, Ellen?
I
He
said
said
stars.
Stars.
Is it?
He's
Is it something
right,
like a?
But I need to be more
Is it?
specific in the answer.
Is it a dwarf, like a white dwarf star?
A white dwarf?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm throwing it out there. That was a
That
that was a
would
magazine I
be-
used to watch. Read.
That would be the correct answer. And Clive Wells got it out there too.
Oh, he
White
did.
dwarf stars is indeed the answer. Yeah. These objects are stabilized against gravitational collapse by electron degeneracy pressure. That means that you can't cram all the electrons into one space.
Yeah.
Sirius B is an example of these objects whose maximum mass equals 1.44 solar masses, according to the Chandrasekhar limit. After a red giant goes supernova, what stellar remnant, less massive than black holes and neutron stars, is created? It is indeed a white dwarf.
I prefer red dwarf.
I used to read White Dwarf. That was the D&D magazine.
All right, here's one that you should all know. Members of this group guarded wills and testaments and could pardon condemned criminals if they coincidentally met in the street.
Lawyers.
So if you just accidentally met one of these people in the street and you were a condemned criminal, you could be pardoned.
That's nice of them.
Yeah. What
Got to
were
be
they?
Got to be the Illuminati.
Not the Illuminati, no. As part of his Correctio Morum campaign, Domitian had 4 members of this group executed.
Well, that didn't do that didn't do a lot of good then. The pardoning stuff.
No.
Years before his conspiracy, Catiline was acquitted in a trial involving a member of this group. Livy claimed that a traitorous member of this group was crushed by the shields of the Sabinas and then thrown from the namesake Tarpeian Rock. Not Fleurs, no.
Sabines.
Yeah. A festival organised by this group was disrupted by Clodius Pulcher in drag, sparking the Bonadea scandal. Sorry.
None of this is ringing any bells.
No.
No.
Members of this group could be buried alive if they broke their vows and could be whipped for letting a sacred fire
Vestal
go out.
Virgin.
That's the one, Alan. You got it.
Okay, good. Well, there you go.
Yeah. Not just virgins, but Vestal virgins is the answer. Name these chaste priestesses of the Roman hearth goddess.
Might have got it by then.
Yeah.
Didn't they get a mention in the Procol Harum song?
Yeah.
Possibly, yeah.
Something about Vestal Virgins.
And Clive Wells got it out there too. Well done. The Vestal virgins, yeah. Question 6. The completeness index is defined as the natural logarithm of the ratio of the observed and dark forms of this property. This property can be quantified using a parameter denoted alpha called the log series index. It has nothing to do with information theory, but one measure of this property is denoted H because its formula is the same as that of the H function from thermodynamics that measures the Shannon index. Oh, this is a hard one.
Hmm.
This property increases with increasing evenness and richness.
Oh.
The latitudinal gradient in this property describes how it is higher at the tropics than at the poles. Not information.
No, higher the tropics than at the poles. It's not something like humidity or...
Remember,
no.
Clive, it has nothing to do with information theory. What is higher at the tropics than at the poles? Apart from temperature.
Which you said was part of not the H in the equation. So
yeah. Madagascar's isolation has led to it becoming a hotspot of this property.
Yeah, there's something to do with evolution type stuff.
Yeah, it is kind of something to do with that. Timbo, you're on the right track. Yeah. Conservation biology's main goal is maintaining a high value of what property quantified by the number of species living in an area.
Diversity?
Diversity.
Just put a little word in front of that.
Ecological diversity.
What?
Ecological diversity?
No, I'm thinking of a much shorter word starting with B.
Biodiversity.
That's the one. Yay. Biodiversity. Yeah. Is the correct answer. All right. Question 7.
Good one. There you go.
Yeah. Pressure gradients due to neoclassical diffusion with a tokamak produces a bootstrap form of this quantity.
Tokamak, that's a... what do I look that up word?
Energy output?
No.
It's a few.
Not energy output, no. The direction in which this quantity is oriented in cylindrical coordinates determines whether a pinch is a Z pinch or a theta pinch.
Yeah, because quantity. We're after quantity.
In special relativity, the 4-vector version of this quantity equals the D'Alembert of the 4 potential.
Well,
The
keep thinking something like pressure or something. Pressure
the
or something.
divergence of this quantity per unit area is one of the terms in the continuity equation for electromagnetism.
Well, it's not pressure then.
Not magnetic field, not pressure. No. An ideal device used to measure this quantity has 0 potential resistance and is connected in series.
Ammeter.
What does it measure?
Current.
That's the one. Yay.
Okay.
The sum of this quantity flowing into a node equals the sum of this quantity flowing out of the node, according to Kirchhoff's junction rule. Make sense now?
Yeah.
Name this quantity
Counted.
defined as the flow of electric charges per unit time. It is
Current.
the current. Yeah. Question 8. This company hired Norman Geddes to design a conveyor belt ride through the city of the future for its Futurama exhibit at the 1939 World's Fair.
Was that General Motors?
Oh, the first clue, Alan. What a legend.
I was trying to think of what company. Yeah,
well
good. Well
done,
done.
Alan. Yeah. We'll go through the rest of the clues anyway.
Yeah.
This company was the chief investor in National City Lines, a holding company. It used to buy up and destroy certain infrastructure. Yeah. After the so-called Battle of Bulls Run, the Women's Energy Brigade formed to supply food to workers of this company who participated in a 1936 sit-down strike. This company's founder, William C. Durant, bought out Ransom E. Olds in 1908.
The Oldsmobile.
That's all right. Charles Irwin Wilson was misquoted as saying, "What's good for this company is good for the country." One of this company's brands produced the Corvair, which Ralph Nader attacked in Unsafe at Any Speed. Cadillac and Chevrolet are divisions of what automobile manufacturer from Detroit? It is indeed General Motors.
They also produced the world's fastest Mustang. Because General Motors owned North American.
Yep.
Rival trivia quiz.
Question 9. A preacher from this movement was accompanied by people who threw their garments before him and sang, "Holy, holy, holy, Lord God of Sabaoth," while riding into Bristol.
Bristol. Well, that's strange.
That preacher, who was thought to be Jesus Christ by some of his companions, was named James Naylor.
Bristol.
I don't think that was Bristol. I don't think that was Bristol in Somerset, was it?
This movement experienced a schism between the Wilburites and the Gurnevites.
Quakers?
The what?
Quakers?
No.
Oh, it's something in Britain. One of those Britain ones.
In this movement, books of discipline are issued by regional units called yearly meetings. Not the Flurf cult. No. Okay, Fred, I'll produce an easy quiz for you for next week.
Yeah. I've got another quiz. It's a bit easier, but okay.
Members of this movement historically used the pronoun "thee" instead of "you" when referring to a single person as part of plain speech.
Trying to think of
Must
another
you know
religious
who
movement.
I am talking about now?
The Puritans?
Nope.
Who else was
Name
around
this movement that emphasizes the concept of inner light, as founded by George Fox, and is named after a command to tremble before God. Come on. What group of people would be named after a command to tremble before God?
Well, as I said, the Quakers, but you said that
I
wasn't
thought
it?
you said the Bakers.
No.
Shakers.
Jesus, Timbo. Quakers is correct. Yes, I'll give you that
That's
one.
what
then,
so I
Timbo.
go back. This keeps saying the Quakers. I can't think of anyone
Yeah,
else
all
that would
right.
be.
I'll give you that one then. Yes, the
Yeah.
Quakers is correct.
You said bakers, Timbo.
I'm sure he said bakers.
2 times he said it.
Oh dear. Now I'm getting sane words wrong, not only spelling them wrong.
Religious nut jobs, anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Anyway, that's okay.
Last question. Parameters of these objects can be used to calculate the Goddington shape and position factors, which can be used to compute the required conditions for their best form types.
Goddington shapes.
Shapes. A parameter characterizing these objects can be measured using a nodal slide.
Something you
Metaphysics.
do on the guitar. Oh no, that's a fret slide. Sorry.
Yeah, that's right. That's a guitar slide.
The action of these objects can be mimicked by a small pinhole or a zone plate.
Lenses.
Lens.
That is the one. Yes. Well done. Lenses is the correct answer. Yeah. When taking the paraxial approximation, the power of these objects measured in diopters can be computed in terms of their inner and outer radii of curvature by a formula named for a maker of them. That would be the lens maker's formula. When these objects are sufficiently thin, the harmonic mean of the image and object distances equals their focal length. Yeah. Name these objects that use refraction to focus light to a single point. That would be lenses.
Lenses, yes.
Something that flirts don't comprehend or understand.
This much is true.
No,
Yeah.
exactly. That was
And there you go.
That was the one we watched
That-
on the weekend. Oh, on
thank
the
you very
Wednesday.
That was
Well
your
done.
hard
Thank you.
quiz. Hmm.
Well, we get to have another Lindsay. Not Lindsay. Everett.
You're already contemplating your punishment, are you, Timbo?
I
Yeah,
figured
that's
out
right. It's on my
why
mind.
people are so scared to fucking believe in the flat earth.
I'm born anew in your genius.
It's not that they don't believe that the earth is stationary. They can obviously go outside and fucking see that the earth is stationary.
And I was never the same. Nor indeed was the world, nor history, nor anything that the human eye has ever captured.
The stars, the constellations, the Big Dipper, Orion's Belt. We've seen that for thousands of years.
Am I right, Scoob?
But if the world's spinning 1,000 miles an hour while shooting through space, there's no fucking way we're gonna see the same stars even 2 nights after each other. But we've seen them for thousands of years, okay? That's one.
It was brilliant. No. There is no word to describe its perfection. So I'm forced to make one up. And I'm going to do so right now. Scrumtrelescent. Oh my, that's a good word. Yes, it is.
The North Pole, the North Star, Polaris, does not move. The other stars move around it like a carousel, okay? That's just, whatever, I don't even care. But the reason why they don't want to believe it, one, they never even do research.
If a hungry cannibal cracked your head open, there wouldn't be enough inside to cover a small water biscuit.
All these comments I'm reading, they're like, oh, it hasn't been proven, it hasn't been proven. That just lets me know you're ignorant and you literally did zero research. You're just going around, ooh, let me see how many flat earthers I could piss off today. Do some fucking research.
Stand easy. Action on this is imperative. Take that down, darling. Yes. Also, make a note of the word gobbledygook. I like it. I want to use it more often in conversation.
Yes. I was a Glober too. I never believed in flat earth either. I tried to debunk it. And once I realized I couldn't debunk it, I knew what was up.
JJ, now tell us what you've got here. It all smells so good.
Well, I took some Perk Plus, sauteed it with some Sudafed, strained it through this adult diaper, and it comes out as a paste.
When's it gonna be ready?
Approximately 48 hours.
Oh, wait, okay.
Use your eyes and your common sense. Stop being indoctrinated.
I can't talk right now because the shadow people are right behind the couch and they're trying to find my address.
The reason why they don't want to believe it is not because they don't want to believe that they live on a stationary plane.
You are a blinding, brilliant light from heaven.
The reason is they don't want to believe. They cannot fathom that people that they have trusted their entire lives and their family has trusted for generations can be lying to them. They don't want to believe that people can lie to them.
Oh, man. I'm crying so hard. I say, look at how hard I cry.
You don't want to believe that teachers and scientists and NASA fucking lied to you. That's what it is. That's what it is. Believing in flat earth is part of a spiritual awakening. Okay?
It is like looking into the face of God and seeing him smiling back, saying, "You are my most wondrous creation."
And like 97% of the world is not going to spiritually awaken this time around. It also says that in the book. So I'm not debating you 97% that literally had to repeat third density. I feel sorry for you. I really do.
So scrumtrelescent, I can barely move.
There we go. Like that in.
There you go.
I was going to put on Wally. So, do we want to listen to Wally, where he talks about the rockets or Flatoid? So, he's got Wally on Leo or Wally on Flatoid.
Well, both are just as stupid.
Yeah. Let's go with this one. Flatoid, you were wrong. You painted yourself in the corner. Let's go with this one, which is the one on Leo. Oops, sorry. Let's make it bigger. And put it where everyone can see it.
Yeah.
G'day everybody, where's Wally here? Hey, this is going to be a super easy debunk, thanks to Adam. Let's have a look.
Elon, we've got a problem. This is the SpaceX mission in question. It's called the Transporter 6 mission, okay? Look at the rocket, most of it's white. At the separation point, it's black. And down below, it's black, okay? But the main body of the reusable booster is white, okay?
The main rocket body is white. Are you sure about that, Adam? It might look white, but anyway, you do go on, old boy.
What a wonderful firework display.
Adam, that's a rocket, not fireworks. You might need to look up what fireworks are again. I think you might be forgetting what they are in your old age.
Coming up, we've got several events back to back. The first of those is Main Engine Cutoff, or MECO. There will shut down the 9 Merlin 1D.
Perhaps someone could tell me what event that was we just witnessed. I don't think that was on the schedule, was it? What is going on here, guys?
Oh, pick me, Adam. I know. Adam, pick me. I know. The descending dark is simply the globe Earth closing in on the flatties' failures. Well, actually, it's the camera is likely under something overhead, and as the camera pans up, it gets blocked by the overhang. Now, I did a very similar thing at Wolfie's the other night while I was tracking a GPS satellite with his telescope. All of a sudden, I had a shadow descending, and I found myself pointing at the balcony above.
So that wasn't bad enough. The white rocket that took off isn't the same rocket that's now landed.
Yes, it is. That's the same rocket. That's Booster 1060, and it's its 15th flight. Whatever would possess you to think otherwise? Have you been watching Avio's channel again? I swear that boy is getting so many things wrong these days, Adam. You really do need to be careful.
I don't entirely know exactly what's going on, because it's changed colour. The rocket booster that's landed, that was
I think I can guess what's going on.
is now black.
Now, during this, we'll also hear a call out of second engine cutoff on the second stage.
You're going to hear a call out from me. This is horseshit, fella.
Adam, I'm offended. You haven't done a lick of research and then you think you can run around crying fake. Well, allow me to drop some knowledge on you, old boy. Now, I had a look at a totally independent video by US launch reports. They too saw a rather white-looking rocket ascending and even separating. It was still appearing to be white, and then the re-entry burn happened. And then it's rather sooty. So now I guess that was a very dirty few seconds going backwards through its own exhaust. Now it's not so white anymore, is it, Adam? What happened to doing your research and the practicality, old boy? And Adam, not that I need any more cherries on top, but here's one more. The US launch report was launch to landing no cuts, if you take any notice, so it was exactly the same rocket that went up as the one that came down, and it changed colour. So let me be the first to say, oops, Seems you're stuffed up again, mate. I guess, Adam, you're going to want me to explain how black is white. I can do that, although I'm going to be very careful of pedestrian crossings for the next few days, aren't I? And before you put your tutu on and continue your pantomime of flatness, that rocket initially only appeared to be white. Remember, it is its 15th flight, so it's been 14 times through the soot before, and they don't bother washing them. So how can an already filthy rocket look so new and clean and white? So to prove to the anomaly hunters that this was indeed a nominal day, I did something that they didn't do. I went and had a look at some of the other missions. And here's the still from the Transporter 5 mission. And just look where that frost line is changing position. Wow, kind of explains how a black booster can be white on launch. Who knew? And Transporter 2, it's covered by a nice fine white frozen condensation. Because the liquid propellants inside are so cold, the condensation forms on the outside and then freezes in a nice white covering. You've got to wonder why these guys didn't go looking at any of the other transporter missions, because you see the same effect time and time again. It is indeed a nominal day at SpaceX.
I've got very basic understanding, so you might have to bear with me.
So guess which part of the rocket's trip up and back would most likely make the frozen ice go away? The ascent? The separation? The boost back? Re-entry where the booster is going backwards through its own super hot exhaust? Perhaps that's what happened.
You ignore the real truth because of what you want to be true.
I fell for it as well, Elon.
Look, I'm sorry, Adam. Sorry, Avio. And sorry, Flatsoid. I know you're going to use this in your next show, but please don't.
Something just doesn't look right here.
It's legit, and you'll be called a liar if you try to say otherwise. As I know, you know the truth now. Thanks, guys.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There was an idiot who made the same mistake some while ago. JM Truth sort of said, "Oh, look, it went up white and come down black." Yes, that's nice.
I remember seeing that some time ago. Yes.
Can't believe that Elio's just done exactly the same thing. Oh, look, it's not the same rocket. Yeah, or whatever.
Yeah, he doesn't care. Come on, let's face it.
I guess. Get some views.
Get some views. Why not? Well, for those that want an easier quiz, I do have an easier quiz. We can do some movie quotes. Once I find the right button. PowerPoint. There we go. And we do that. Okay. In the normal fashion, speed up your video out there in Peanut Land. Let's see who can get the movie quote. They're not overly hard. They're pretty easy. All famous ones. Okay, start with the first one.
Oh, yeah.
You got it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe it took me that long, but then I've only seen it once. Crap.
Once you see it, you can't unsee it. It's pretty quick, isn't it?
True.
Give the peanuts a bit of a chance. You got it, Alan? Worked it out?
No, because I'm absolutely crap at anagrams.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm dyslexic.
So am I. Actually, anagrams work for me. I don't know why, but if you put the word out there without the anagram, that's when I have trouble. But working out whether there is a meant to be, that's not a big problem to me. Okay, there we go. Yes, E.T. phone home.
I like Shadow Falcon's version better. E.T. phone ho.
Phone ho.
Now, the big question: when did that come out?
I think that was about
82.
83, 84, something like that.
We've got an 82 from Alan. What did you say, Farmers?
83, 84, somewhere around about then, maybe.
Yeah, it was 82.
I just started going out with the. I just started going out with the Now X.
Right.
One of the first movies we went to.
I had met my ex. Well, not my ex, my current wife, not an ex. I don't have an ex. I had met my wife at that point, but I was still at high school, so we weren't. I wasn't married at that point. Okay, here we go. Oh, I've got a word off to the side there. I have to look at.
Oh, yeah. Do you know, I can't actually remember what the film is. But it's a very famous line.
When was the Atari game? Do you know, I actually played that Atari game when it came out. The E.T. Atari game. And it was bad. We put it on and we said, oh, okay. So what are you going to do? Oh, you wander around the desert. Okay, we fall in this hole. Okay. You get out of that hole. We fall in another hole. Okay. What's the point of this game? Apparently there was a point somewhere. Yes, that's what happens. I put together a game in a couple of months. Anyone got this yet? I'm as mad as hell. And what's the rest of it?
I'm not going to take that anymore. I can't tell you what the bloody film.
What's the movie?
Yeah, I can't.
Why do I feel that maybe Paul or Blue might know the movie?
I can't remember the film.
Yelling out the windows. I'm as mad as hell. I can't take this anymore. What was the profession of the guy that said it? No?
No, I can't remember.
No? Oh, dear. He was a newscaster. It was from Network. Obviously didn't get that one. 1976, Network. He was going to be sacked and then he had this breakdown on air. Then became suddenly popular. And they couldn't get rid of him. He started
Finding Nemo.
Yeah. Annoyed. Okay.
Christ, you're going back even further now.
I am.
That's, oh my God, that's an old one.
Ooh, anyone else? Never got it? This is an oldie, Alan. Maybe you can remember that one.
And misquoted.
And misquoted, probably.
It is.
Oh. I've got to fix up that edge. That's annoying me now. I can't fix it at the moment. No one? No one? Why don't you come up and see me sometime? Any idea who said what movie that came out of?
Misquoted it.
Yes. Why don't you come up and see me sometime?
Quotes it, but
yeah, no, yeah. Why don't you come up and see me sometime? Yeah. Any idea what the movie is?
Sometime see me. Nobody ever quotes that.
Any idea of the movie?
No, I can't remember.
No, she's done him wrong. I wouldn't have got that. So
I think I can safely say I've never seen the film.
No, I've seen the clip a few times, and that's good.
Exactly. I think everyone's seen the clip.
Maltese Falcon. No, it wasn't from the Maltese Falcon.
You can't handle the truth.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
What movie is that from?
Oh, God.
It's one of the few Tom Cruise films I can handle.
What, you don't like Top Gear?
A Few Good Men.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. A Few Good Men. No.
Sold it's Jack Nicholson, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I have something from the film on the soundboard.
All right. What's that? Which one?
Hang on.
Winnie the Pooh. No, it was not Winnie the Pooh, Clive.
Did you order the again.
He called the code red. He did call the code red.
You know how to whistle, don't you?
Yeah.
You just put your lips together and blow.
Well done, Blue. Straight off the top. Do you know who said it?
That's the
And,
one.
and what movie? Well, you don't have to know who said it, but do you know what movie?
Do I have to tell you everything? Good God.
Yeah, it'll be good. I don't think you'll get it. To have it, to have not. I wouldn't have got it. We know
No,
that.
I wouldn't have got the title.
1944. Google Foo. Yes. Okay, now let's see if you can Google Foo can pick this one up. No? I'll give you small letters. The word is not penis, by the way. This one might be tricky.
I'm not familiar with this one.
This one might be tricky. It's famous, but you might not get it straight away. Gotta work out what that P word is. And you probably might pick it up.
No, don't know that one.
Okay. One morning I shot an elephant in my pajamas. How he got in my pajamas? I don't know.
The hell was that?
Animal crackers.
Groucho, yeah.
Yep.
Groucho Marx, wasn't
Yep, that's right.
Yeah, I don't do that.
Yes. Ooh. Yeah, pajamas, yes, no doubt. It was pajamas. The Marx Brothers. Any more letters? There you go. Should get it from that. No?
No, not seeing that one.
Oh, I really got to go back and check that. Okay.
Heaps. Oh, that's better.
There you go. You should be able to get it now. Even get the movie at least.
No.
No?
No.
No one? Wall Street. 1987.
Not one of my favourites.
Nah. Okay, fair enough. Oh, almost done, I think. Oh, can we do it? Nope. That one's out there. Yeah, Wolf of Wall Street. Well, close enough, but yeah, Wall Street. That's the title of the movie. That was the.
Not a. Don't know what film this is either.
There you go. That's it. Oh, actually, no. You might find this one really obscure. It's a very famous movie.
You know, there's a lot of famous movies I've never watched, or I've started to watch and thought, well, this is shit.
Yeah. I'll tell you the first one. Boys.
I know what the line is. I can
What's
work
the
out what
line?
the line is. His
Oh,
best
what?
friend is his mother.
Yeah, who might say that? What movie? Just think of a
no
movie
idea.
plot. Very old, famous Hitchcock movie, for that matter.
Yeah, I'm not the world's greatest fan of Hitchcock, to be honest.
Oh, it can't be Psycho. Sure.
Yeah, well, what's the storyline of Psycho?
Yeah. With his mother up in the attic.
I just don't remember that line in the film, but then I don't remember half the film.
Well, that's the thing. That's the famous ending of Psycho.
I know it's based loosely on Ed Gein. That's
No.
a lot of protagonists in horror films.
Spoiler alert is that when they go up thinking it's his mother, and they go in and the mother's a skeleton and it's him dressed as his mother.
Yep.
Oh.
Yes, I know exactly what that is and what film it's from.
Oh,
even
yeah,
the
cool, huh?
alternative title for the film.
Yes, yes, Shadow
That's
of Heaven.
one of the funniest lines in a film ever written.
Yes. Anyone else? Anyone else? I did like Shadow Falcon pointing out that Psycho was a story about someone stabbing violinists.
Yes. Or that it's Jamie Lee Curtis's mother
Yes, that's right.
in the shower.
Can't
Yes,
fight
that is
heroes
the
war.
subtitle to the film's name. How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love the Bomb.
Okay. What was it? What's the phrase, Blue?
Huh?
What's the
I'm
phrase?
just laughing.
Yeah, do you know what the phrase is? Then?
Yeah, you can't fight him here. It's the war room.
That's the one.
Dr. Strangelove.
That's just that's Peter Sellers at his finest. I mean, what did he play? Three. I think he played 3 characters and was going to play 4, but they said that's too much.
Okay, must be near the end.
I see dead people.
Yes. What's the movie?
Six
Actually, better question: what year was the movie?
Oh Christ!
And it was a sequel.
And of course, to everybody who had seen it, you just asked the question: how long did it take you to figure it out?
Yeah, it's a Sixth Sense. Okay, it's a sequel to the Fifth Element.
No.
No. Okay. I didn't mind
which was a sequel to the Fourth Protocol.
Yeah. And which was the sequel
Which
to the
was
Third
the sequel
Parallel.
to-
The Third Parallel. You're now going to think of a second film.
The Two Towers.
I don't know. Oh, that counts.
I am struggling here. Come on, help us out. Grab your line.
I have to think of a second time in a second. How come I had no one vote in my poll?
I voted in your poll.
That's not right, because I bloody voted.
It says no one voted. I'll end the poll and I'll see what comes up.
I voted for glasses are provided by the government. Oh, there we go.
Yeah. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, 20 votes. I think some of us
Yeah.
voted.
The air is too thick. One. Oh, no, sorry. Because light is magic, yes. There we go. 20 votes. That's not too bad. Well, I think I'm going to call the show early. Okay, guys? If that's all right.
Yeah, that's fine.
I was...
Fine by me. I've got lots to do before the rugby starts.
And it's an hour early for you guys anyway, so...
Yeah, well, I say well, it's only because I'm putting furniture together for Mother tomorrow, so I'll try to do as much as I can today, and watch the rugby.
Yes. I didn't get a great sleep last night. And, yeah. Things to do tomorrow, so yeah. Call it an end. Thanks for coming, guys.
No worries.
Thanks, Peanuts.
Solidarity, brothers.
You guys would like to say goodnight to the Peanuts? I will push the button.
Peanuts.
Good night, Peanuts.
See you,
Good night,
Peanuts.
Peanuts.
See you, Peanuts. Thanks for coming, guys. I'll catch you next time.
Thank you for the support. I will always wear it.
Yes.
I will make an easy quiz for next week.
Yeah, very easy quiz. Well,
easy peasy.
I think we'll need it because from the looks of it, it's going to be a double Lindsay.
Yeah, apparently. Well, unless I get bingo twice, but maybe I might rig it during the week. I'll put together. I'll put my own. I'll put together my own. Go on, Dallin. Go on.
I thought Paul's quiz was much easier than your quiz. Sorry, Timbo.
Yeah, so
I've got at least some of Paul's questions right.
Yeah, you did well tonight, Alan.
I'll have to think of something else. Coming to an end of those things. I'll do something else for another quiz. Okay, guys. We'll catch you next time. See ya. Push.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. And they're gone.